There was some progress this week. I'll show you. I'm sealing the air filter box with a piece of sheet metal from a car roof. True to our motto, use what's there, not what has to be bought. The air filter box really needs to be waterproof because we drive through deep water. There needs to be a cutout here for the hump. The corners still need to be rounded to fit properly. I'll grind that clean and fitting with a flat disc. Now it fits like this. The lid isn't completely straight. I'm trying to match the shape as best as possible. Not perfect, but it'll stay like this. It doesn't need to win a beauty contest anyway. A good amount of engine sealant. It's silicone based and withstands water pressure too. Besides, the sheet metal is fitted on the outside and just gets pushed against it by the water. not leak tight. I'll let this dry first and apply more sealant later. Unfortunately, I'm out right now, but new supplies are already ordered. The throttle cable from the SJ doesn't fit the GoldWing engine like this. For that, I first have to modify this bracket. I need to cut here and move that forward. This is a new intake opening on the air filter box. And this is the pipe that's supposed to go on there. The choke cable is already connected. The throttle cable fits perfectly now. The fuel pump from the GoldWing is installed and connected. The crankcase ventilation connects directly to the intake via this hose. There's also a hose going down here to vent the front axle. That's connected right there at the differential. Here we've already started building the cooling circuit. Up here is the hose for the hot coolant, which will connect over to there. In this pipe elbow I inserted a tire valve to be able to connect the breathers. That gets plugged right here onto the air filter box. That intake pipe goes on there then. And this hose connects to the open valve. All works out. On the GoldWing I've already removed the electronics, ignition module, regulator, fuse box. Now I still need to remove the wiring harness for the SJ. And another big chunk done. The intake pipe is connected. The breather is on. Here's another connection for venting the rear axle. We don't want water getting in there either. The hot water side is connected with a bleed valve at the highest point. Also a tire valve, but with the core still inside. A custom-made mounting bracket for the hose with a rounded side so it won't damage it. And Now I still have to connect the cold water side below with these hoses. The first piece of hose is already on the engine, running nicely over the oil filter. It must continue through there. But the exhaust manifolds are right there too, so I need to keep my distance. This radiator hose from a CX has the necessary 90 degrees bend. I'll cut off the bend on the other end. Now the end is straight, so I can work with it. Here I need to shorten both hoses. Just like this I clear the engine, keeping distance from the manifolds. If I put the hoses directly in front of each other, I'll touch the manifolds. That won't work. This fits though, so let's trim them. First hose shortened. I need to shorten that one there. I'll slide them 1 millimeter together real quick to check. That looks perfect, exactly how it should be. With a bit of oil inside the hose, it goes on much easier. I need to twist it a bit, so I'll loosen it again. Perfect, plenty of clearance at the manifolds. The rest is on too, and this is how it looks now. The oil filter is still accessible. There's enough clearance at the manifolds. A zip tie prevents the hose from moving toward the manifold while driving. I had to trick it a bit here because the hose didn't fit onto the pipe. So there's a thinner pipe inside the hose and a larger hose over it. Since this is the cold water side, radiated heat from the manifolds won't be an issue. Cooling done too. Not much longer now until we get to the CX-V6 project. Remember, your project won't get finished by sitting around. Have a great week and see you Sunday.